everyone, this is my first time doing a video on using some of my Tupperware products. For those of you who may or may not be aware, I've decided to get into Tupperware because I love the product so much, and I find since being in quarantine we've been doing so much more cooking and baking from home. So the recipe I want to try tonight is a brownie recipe. I'm going to be trying something different. They suggest mixing it in the That's a Bowl, but I thought I would like to try the Power Chef and see if it's going to work. As this is a video and I'm not going to edit it, it may or may not work. So if it doesn't work mixing in here, I will be pouring it into that. The other day I posted some pictures. I had made some homemade brownies in our breakfast maker, which you can make vegetables, chicken, and as I made in my other post, brownies. So we tried it like that, but I wanted to try these ones in particular using our Micro Pro grill, which is pretty cool because it actually works in the microwave, cooks in less time, and you can like grill meat, vegetables, bake casseroles in it and everything. So for today, I'm going to be inserting the ring that goes inside of that, and I'm going to be making a round brownie. So let's start with the recipe. One thing I learned last time I tried to bake something or mix something in this is that you should always put your liquids in first. So it calls for a 1/4 cup of butter. So we'll give this a shot and see how it works. And let's see, 1 egg. Let's see, some vanilla extract. And what I like about our measuring spoons is that you can actually pre-fill them or whatever, and they actually can stand on their own on the counter. So this one says 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Perfect. And you're supposed to mix it, so I'll put this on. I'll give it a little mix. I could have probably mixed it just by hand. But what's nice about this mixture, it's really great for like chopping vegetables. We chopped nuts with it. I have a mini one for smaller items, which is great. And the first time I used it, my husband actually laughed his head off because generally when we chop onions, our eyes water. And I threw the onion in there, and with 2 pulls, they were already chopped, and nobody was crying. So it was great. I wish I would have videotaped it because it's hard to catch that on video live. The next item we're going to add is the 1/2 cup of sugar. I've already measured these out, but it's just, I have a couple of examples of our modular mates, which are on sale right now for 50% off, just till the end of the month, but I love them. I haven't done my pantry makeover yet, but I have a whole bunch of modular mates, and I have to get off my butt and actually organize my pantry. I haven't had a chance to do that yet, but I'm very eager to get started with that. And then we're going to add our flour and our cocoa, 3 tablespoons. And what I like about using a lot of the Tupperware recipes and their products is that you can make things quicker than usual. So, it's at 8:45 right now at night, and everybody's like, we want something for dessert. And so I thought, oh, yeah, there's never a bad time for chocolate, so why not? Some salt, some baking powder, and I'm adding chocolate chips just because I want a little bit of extra chocolate into it. Put this back on, see if we can work some magic. Oh, it looks pretty good. Okay, so all these pieces go into the microwave, the dishwasher, which is nice. It's nice and easy for cleaning. I love this spatula as well. Never knew you could have so many uses for a spatula, but what's nice about this one is the end piece actually comes off for cleaning, and then you have what I call a really awesome spreader, but it's also good for scraping the Nutella. The Nutella jars, I always seem to have a lot of extra Nutella left. These blades are really sharp, so you do not want to touch them. Rick ended up touching it and cutting himself with it, so that wasn't very good. So I'm just scraping all the batter down to the bottom. It smells so good. Oh, I love the smell of chocolate. You don't have to grease the pan, which is great. So I don't know if you can see it in there, but it mixed everything up quite well. So I'm very happy I didn't have to dirty a bowl. I know that sounds silly, but I guess I'll have to try something other than chocolate, but I don't like admitting it. My downfall is chocolate. That's what I crave. Since it's my first time trying the recipe, I actually followed it. Emily and I made some protein brownies last week, which were really good, but you did them in the oven, and I wasn't sure how they would turn out. So, you know, I always recommend that before you substitute protein into a recipe, it's really a good idea to try it first, right? Then you know how to adjust it, because protein doesn't always cook the same way as flour does. But we always like trying to get an extra bit of protein in our diet. Also makes it a little bit healthier than just having flour. So once I get done spreading this, I will put this in the microwave and cook it for just 9 minutes. And then we will be good to go. And the funny thing is, people are going to smell it, so they're going to know when it's done. I'd like to kind of hide that it's done so I can get to it first. So there's, when you're grilling and browning on the MicroPro grill, what you would do is it has 2 different settings for the lid. When you want to grill it, you want it completely closed. But when you're baking or you're doing casseroles, you want to keep it in an open position so it has time to rise. So I will post a picture after in the comments of what the brownies looked like, if there are any left, but I'll try to catch it before they're all gone. So I hope you liked this video. If there's a recipe you'd like me to try, or if there's a dessert or food that you're interested in, post it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Have a good night.